Hello fellow fume fans, it's Trina and welcome back. I'm sure I've stated on my channel on more than one occasion that I chose the wrong part of Asia to live in. While Japan prefers to politely scent the air, and that's all good, I'd much more prefer to brazenly perfume the body. And for that, we need to head over to the Middle East, where everyone perceptively smells in a very, very good way. And it's not all oud and spices, my friend, it's everything. So today we'll have a look at 4 concentrated fragrance oils from Swiss Arabian, which is an Emirati brand. I have here Private Musk, I have Secret Musk, I have Haya, and I have Amani. So they were all sent in these little cushion boxes here with these glass little bottles, and this is a scented oil. Each of these little perfume oils has a glass dapper attached to the inside of the lid, but you can switch it out for a roller ball if you wish. I prefer to avoid roller balls at all costs because I think they just get all full of hairs and stuff. I know they do with this too, but somehow I think it's easier. You can just you don't have to rub it on yourself. You can just drop the oil from the dabber stick, if that makes sense. Now, I'm not a fan of fragrance oils for many reasons either. They're oily and sometimes sticky, they can stain your clothes, and they're meant only for skin, so you can't spray them on your clothes or anything. And they tend to live near the skin too, meaning they don't project much, even when they're strong. So why get oils then? Well, it's the traditional format for many perfume traditions. Some ingredients don't mix well with alcohol, I'm guessing. And oil-based perfumes tend to feel more luxurious. They're more concentrated with fewer fillers, they stick to your skin longer, and they don't contain dehydrating chemicals. I even put them in my dry, over-processed hair or for some scent and moisture. You know, kill 2 birds with 1 stone, right? That said, I would unlikely ever go out of my way to buy fragrance oils. The 4 I'm sharing with you today were actually sent to me by accident. I'd ordered something else from Swiss Arabian and spent several months trying to sort out the mix-up. The company never replied to my emails, and in the end, I never did get what I ordered. But the good news is that I did get a full refund from my order, thanks more to my credit card company than Swiss Arabian. But I did get to keep the fragrances, and I've been enjoying these. So I'll be willing to give Swiss Arabian as a company a second chance, I think, because there are a lot of fragrances I would like to try for them. So the 4 scents I have here are supposed to be unisex, but I'm guessing that the average Western male might feel that these are way too feminine for their own use. It's funny how that is, those perceptions of male and female. I guess traditionally female scents are more floral and sweet and light, in the Western tradition that is. And then for male scents, they're more spicy, sweaty, musky, fougere, like a lot of green and fresh. That's the Western traditional association, which of course is changing now. Men's fragrances are getting more sweet. But I think traditionally in the more Asian tradition of fragrance, I think men can have more sweeter, more florals as well. I mean, just look at rose and oud, right? Anyway, 2 of the 4 scents I have for you today are musks, which is a bit of a problem for me as a reviewer because I tend to be anosmic to musk. Not all musk, but a lot of them. And B, I don't really like the soap smell associated with many a musk. But it's okay, my nose picked up the scent and there was not too much of a soap problem with any of these scents for me. A little bit, but not a problem. So let us begin with Private Musk. This is an amber fragrance, and of the 4, it's the one I most easily gravitate to and appreciate most easily. There's a reason for that, which I'll get to in a few seconds. Or maybe I'll just tell you the notes now, and you might be able to guess the reason. They're very similar to a popular fragrance I absolutely adore. Yes, this gourmandy oriental musk scent shares a few notes in common with my beloved Baccarat Rouge 540. It's far from a clone, but I'm certain this concoction was created in hopes of riding the caramel cotton candy saffron wave that Baccarat Rouge inspired a few years back. And why wouldn't you? It's such a popular scent. You got to ride the wave, right? Companies have to make money. So let me share with you the pitch from the Swiss Arabian website. Private Musk was inspired by the unique locket of memories that only fragrance can evoke, helping you revisit them in your dreams with a small secret smile. Private Musk is blended using the most precious ingredients. Designed to warm up a winter night, it blossoms on the skin with the scent of saffron strands, delicate orange flower, and jasmine. The flowers melt like sugared petals into delectable caramel and candy floss with mouth-watering vivacity, taking you to a golden sunset of intimacy scented with silky white amber and earthy oak moss. Private Musk will stay with you long after your perfect moments are locked in your memory. Yeah, that's pretty good prose, I'd say. The memory of Baccarat Rouge 540. Ha! It's not a clone though. There's more softness to it, and you can still feel the musk and sense an Arabian quality to it. I find the longevity suffers, however, and in 2 or 3 hours it's gone, and usually oils perform better than this, I think. It doesn't have like a synthetic or medicinal smell though, which is good, and there's a current of sandalwood running through it. It's rich, it's sweet, but offset by a subtly sharp oak moss cutting through the amber and florals. Even though it's sweet, I don't feel this fragrance is particularly juvenile. Yeah, I applaud the saffron for that. Okay, next we have Secret Musk. This is a floral musk scent, and since florals are not my forte, and since I can be anosmic to musk, this is the fragrance I like least in today's batch. In fact, I have a friend who might appreciate this a lot more than me, so I'll probably pass it to her. In any case, here are the notes. And here are a few words from the Swiss Arabian website. Secret Musk is created with the most precious blooms, as if you were walking on a sea of petals. On this magical night, your beauty is enhanced with white roses, iris, and white musk. The delicate nuance of raspberry mirrors the blush on your cheeks as you luxuriate in the scent of warm cashmere, smooth sandalwood, and velvety musk. Yeah, that's over the top, isn't it? Yeah, it's a soft and nuanced, very powdery musk scent. There's a jammy opening of rose water, and I say rose water as opposed to rose because it is very like light and ephemeral. It's very sweet, but the floral elements within it elevate it beyond the body shop musk. Remember that one, white musk? It smells clean rather than just soapy. And yeah, there is a little bit of soapiness that surfaces after the top notes have settled, which is to be expected with a lot of musky scents. But if you're a fan of musk, I think you'll probably like this. And it's well blended, goes well with the rose, peony, and geranium. There is a sensuality to this scent, and when I sniff it, I can see a young woman in a sundress, maybe not young, playing with a bunch of non-hungry wild cats in a field of flowers. Longevity and projection are low to medium. Luckily, these bottles are small enough to carry in your purse or pocket even, so not a problem. Reapply. Okay, now we venture deeper into the Arabian genre with Haya. This is an ambery, shipe floral fragrance with a simple structure, and I rather like it. As you can see, I've used almost half of it. Here are the notes. Okay, I'm gonna put this one on my thumb. Very oily hand now. Okay, this is burned, smoky, and ashy incense with fruit. Although no, there's no fruit listed in the notes, but it's sweet and woodsy, and it's rather wonderful. You'll immediately identify it as falling into the Middle Eastern style of perfumery, so you have to have that float your boat, otherwise it's not going to work for you. But although I don't detect the oud listed per se, there's an attar or bakur effect in this. It's a very rich, syrupy, concentrated smoky musk with a touch of amber, almost chypre-like. And amber is one of my favorite notes in perfumery, so it's not surprising that I would like this. It's a bit synthetic though, and you know, for the price, the ingredients would have to be synthetic. It's not a bad thing, I'm just saying. And I would be careful of wearing this in the heat because you might give yourself and possibly others a headache. And haya apparently means modesty, by the way, which I feel is an appropriate trait to associate with a floral chypre. Although, I mean, up close, this is not that modest, perhaps. It's pretty powerful. So here's what the Swiss Arabian website says about this scent. Haya is designed to embody the beauty of love on a wintry day. The fragrance will capture the memory of heartfelt and unforgettable radiance. Haya awakens your deepest dreams with its alluring scent of silken white amber. The notes of rose make a perfect symphony with a delicate blush. You'll hold creamy buds of white flowers in your arms as a golden aura of oud enrobes you. The smooth woods and soft musk surround you in a velvet glow. You start and end your day in a soft embrace, narrated by the scent of haya. Yeah, if you like fruity and smoky incense, you'll like this. It's not your typical Middle Eastern rose oud. The longevity is better with this than with the previous musks, but it's not fantastic. And yeah, it's still more of an intimate scent. You'll have to reapply it. Last in my lineup is Amani, which is a fresh leather woody concoction. The notes are okay, I'm gonna put this on my other finger. Okay, there are a few notes which overlap between this and haya, and I think I can identify them. Yeah, it's the amber, the musk, and the oud. But the opening of Amani is not as bright or sharp, although it is pretty bright. See, this one's already settled down, so it's hard to say. But it's also a little bit medicinal. Overall, it's just as strong and smoky, but it's smoother and more herbal, perhaps a little more masculine. Both haya and Amani are oils that I would definitely wear in my hair to kill two birds with one stone. A little moisturizer and a little scent. I suspect it might last longer on hair as well. Plus, imagine the sillage if the wind blows through your hair or if you simply toss it. So here's some copy from the website on Amani. Amani reminds you of the precious moments that are close to your heart. Designed to bring an inner glow to your soul, it wraps you in a golden aura of scent as you bask in its unique fragrance. The lavender, thyme, and precious saffron bring out a dawn of sylvan grace, filling the day with vivid blooms and color. Juicy raspberries lead this magical day into bolder territory. Leather, resins, and inky nagamortha tempt the radiant fruit toward a sultry afternoon. A velvet cloak of oud and musk enrobes you on this crisp, cold day, making your heart flutter for reasons you will only share in secret. Who writes this stuff? The dry down for this one is dense and leathery and not as sweet, probably thanks to the patch. This is a classic smelling Arabian scent, but not dated, and it's not as feminine, as I said before, probably thanks to the lavender and the leather. Longevity is moderate, but actually I can smell this the next morning if I applied it in the right places and later on in the day. Or that might be haya actually, because I've worn more of that, not this one. Yeah, but I would imagine this is about the same performance. Yeah, this is indeed a wintry, boozy forest type of smell for me. I've worn haya more, but I think I should pull this out more often. Be warned though, if you're prone to headaches for some of the materials in here, I'd hesitate to use this in warmer weather. Now, I have no idea who the perfumers are for these fragrances. I imagine that the people at Swiss Arabian have their own in-house perfumers and that they can pull from a bigger pool of talent in that part of the world anyway, since perfumery plays a more prominent role in Arabic cultures and has a long tradition. I also cannot recall the release date of these scents, but I don't think that any of them are more than a few years old, at least in these travel-friendly, fun-sized bottles. I remember seeing the campaign for all four together on their website when I was troubleshooting my order mix-up. Have any of you tried these fragrances or any other from Swiss Arabian? I'd love to hear your impressions in the comments section. Talk to you soon. Mwah.